How have I ended here in front of you? How come I am not in Thailand? These were questions that I was asking for the past days. Well, it's the voice. It's because of the voice. I have said yes to that familiar voice that has told me to accept the appointment. How can I resist and say no to that voice that once has told me to follow Jesus in the year 1983? Special thanks to Brother Mao who accepted me to enter the junior without the knowledge of Father Filistrella. Thank you. I was 18 years old then. And it's the same voice that caused me to take a number of detours as a religious from then on. I'd like to borrow that word from the Cardinal, detours. And this is what I would like to share with you. I believe that my story is also your story, just as this had been the story of our founder, Saint Eugene de Mazenod. I made the first significant detour from my comfortable and fulfilling life as a religious in Grace Park in 1997. It was in that year that I volunteered to work as missionary to Thailand for a reason that I did not understand yet. But prior to this were some significant experiences that I have had with a voice that talked to me, whispered to me to go to mission abroad. It started during the funeral of Archbishop Monjo while his casket was being lowered down to the ground. I was then in Timana. And this was followed by that same voice that allowed me to experience great joy while I was conversing with the late Father Bob Sullivan at the OMC. I felt his joy within. I experienced it here. And so with the provincial's approval, in 1998, off I flew to Thailand. Life there became secure and comfortable after several years of adjustment. 22 years to be exact. I came here to the Philippines last February 17, 2020, Oblates Day, for my regular vacation. Spending 2 months, and with COVID 2019, my vacation has been extended, the longest ever since I became a religious and a priest. And this made me uncomfortable. I started to look forward for my return trip to my second home, which is Thailand. I felt eager to go back because of some planned projects that I have in the parish as well as in the diocese. However, I didn't know that God has other plans for me, as He already did in the past. I made another detour because of that voice, my yes to Him, my fiat, my lead of faith. As I take the leadership of the province together with my council, I will strive to constantly listen to that voice. I believe that same voice would lead us along together on our journey as a province, especially towards the implementation of Congress 2019. My dear fellow Oblates, let us constantly heed to that voice, together in the spirit of openness and humility. After all, this is the life we are all called for. A life of endless listening to the voice of God, like that of Mary, the first disciple of Jesus. Saint Eugene, our founder, is a model for us all. He gathered us together as a group of men willing to respond to the call of the mission to the world. He gave us one important inheritance, real treasure, that we cannot set aside as we continue to follow Jesus. We call it the Book of Life. This is it. This is the Oblate's constitution and rules. This is the aid, the means for us to be able to constantly listen to the voice of God and follow Jesus, serve Jesus, the Oblate way. There is no way that we go wrong if we leave our constitution and rules by heart. At this point in time, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you, my fellow Oblates, who showed approval to my appointment as well as that of my council. This is very important to us. We are here to serve you. I remember somebody telling me, Gerry, hinug ka na. Father Mars, thank you for those encouraging words. I would like to mention in a special way my mother, who had been supportive of my religious and priestly vocation. She prays for me every day, as she prays for my brothers and sisters and for all priests. I believe that as a mother, she longed the day that I am back here, back home, to do the ministry. Every time I'd meet her, she would ask, when are you staying here? When are you coming back here to work? And I said, I already belong to the Thai delegation. I'm not coming back. But God has His own way of pulling me out from Thailand to be with you, with my home province. So I'd like to thank my mother for her support and love. But most of all, I am thankful to God for having called me to this vocation. I am confident that He would continue to whisper to me that voice as He leads me and the province according to His plans. I pray that Mary, our Blessed Mother, will continue to watch over us and bring us the closest possible to her Son, Jesus. Again, thank you for the trust and for the confidence. We work together, we journey together, because we are all Oblates. We are the sons of Eugene de Manson.